California sheriff makes a promise to expose Gavin Newsom and his lies. Let's dive in.
Message is, Gavin Newsom, I am going to expose you for the complete fraud that you are, the liar that you are, and you will never, ever be the president of this country. You will never do to the rest of the country what you have done to California. California's problems are completely caused by California government. We have the greatest businesses. We have the greatest people. We have the greatest business minds, the greatest innovators, the greatest creators, the greatest entrepreneurs in the country.
I think he makes a good point there. If you look at California as a state and excluding the politics, there really is a lot of innovation and good things that actually come from the development of these businesses that are in California.
We have the fourth largest economy that is artificially propped up to be something good. And the thing that is preventing us from being great, from achieving that California dream that that I came here for, the only thing preventing us is government. Government has its boot on our backs, keeping us down with overregulation, activism, appeasement of activists, instead of taking care of the majority of Californians as a whole. And it's an agenda. It is a complete agenda of making sure that government is in control of all of our lives, instead of us being in control of government.
If you look at California, they are by far one of the most liberal and Democrat states, excluding like New York. And you look at what happens when you allow a government that is primarily Democratic to push the narrative, to push the laws, to push the regulations. And everything that has come from it is higher taxes, more problems as it relates to homeless people, and even just overall cost of living is insane to live in some of these states. And it all has to do with the policies that Gavin Newsom is pushing forward. If you look at California, I agree with what he's saying, that it is an innovative, growing, and a lot of good things come out of there. But when you restrict the people and restrict capitalism from doing what it does best, which is creating and innovating and allowing the people who create products and create business to benefit and reap the benefits.
And so the only reason I'm doing this is to restore that balance. The balance is supposed to be that government is supposed to be working for us. We are not supposed to be working to increase the size of government. And that's the only reason why California is no longer the greatest state in the country. You can have our politicians say it as much as they want, but we are the laughingstock of the rest of the country. We are the laughingstock of the world. My wife and I were fortunate enough to go to Europe last year, and we had the first night there, we splurged. We had an unbelievable dinner with we paid for a sommelier to come in and make sure that we learned everything about Italian wine and all of that stuff. The first introductions, where are you from? California. And he laughed and he said, you guys have that crazy governor. And we're just looking at each other like, how would someone across the world know that we have a lunatic for a governor? So we started talking about it, and he's like, everyone wants to go to the United States. And it used to be everyone wants to go to California. Here, no one wants to go to California anymore. They'll go to California for Disneyland. That's it. And it's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing.
So this is Chad Bianco. He is running for California governor in this upcoming election. And it's clear that he wants to turn around all of the woke, liberal, crazy Democratic laws and regulations, overtaxing, homeless issues that California has been known for the past couple decades. He wants to turn it around, turn it red, make the changes that make California great. Make California great again is what he should be using for a motto here. But generally speaking, all of the things that have happened in California is a perfect microcosm of the problem when you have Democratic leadership, socialist leadership, overtaxing, overregulation, too much government, too big of the government. And imagine what would happen if more states were like this. Dude, America would look completely different. But thankfully, we have President Donald Trump in office. We have people like this patriot here who are trying to overcome all of this crazy agenda that people like Gavin Newsom are pushing. So I'm hoping that Chad Bianco here can hopefully turn it over in California. It's going to be really tough as the majority of California is liberal and the mindset that they have there is support of Gavin Newsom. So it's going to be really hard for him. But, I love to see this message. I love to see that there are people who are trying to rise to the competition against Gavin Newsom. And I'm curious to see how this will unfold. The mainstream media wants AOC's voice amplified, but what about ours? This channel is about truth, freedom, and American first. She's got 321,000. We've got 720. Together we can change that. Hit subscribe and let's pass AOC once and for all.